Hey all, this is Dave, and I wanted to just quickly share a really small business victory. And this was something I was stuck on the other day. I'd been doing this summit, and I needed to do some editing on my videos. And it was a really short, small amount of editing I needed to do. It was not a big deal at all. It was a very basic task, but it's something I didn't want to spend the time doing myself, and I'm not an expert in. So I was looking for an expert I could do in this, and I posted a job on one of the freelancer sites that I use a lot. And I got all of these hyper qualified people with shockingly small hourly rates that they're asking for applying for the job. And I couldn't decide between them. Like they all sounded great. So who do I choose? And I asked myself, like, was it absolutely necessary to even make a choice? So I wound up, rather than hiring one freelancer to work on my videos, I decided in the end to hire four of them. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but the average hourly cost that these four people asked for was $5.50. Four people, all guys in this case, an average hourly rate of $5.50 for video editing. And so I had a whole bunch of videos to work on, and I gave them all one video. I gave them all one assignment to work on. And I let them know, by the way, I'm doing a contest here. I want to see who does what. I want to see what the various quality is. And one of them did not get back to me so fast. So by the time I heard back from him, I was already really happy with one of the other people. So I just got rid of somebody who didn't communicate well right off the bat. He wasn't responsive. Okay, that's not somebody I want to work with. Two guys came back with fairly good quality videos, but one had gone above and beyond. He'd taken the extra steps. He'd made the transitions much nicer. He'd done things I hadn't even asked for. He kind of found other elements that could be improved. And I decided, you know what, his work was just superior to the others. His communication was the best out of the four. The quality of his work was the best out of the four. And I was really happy with what he did. And so I decided to give the contract to him. And the other guys, the one guy ended the contract without ever starting. The other two guys, I paid them whatever they had requested for the time spent. And I left them good, high quality feedback. So, now they're going to have that on their resume, because these freelancer sites, they rank how many jobs you've had and how many stars, how high your ratings were on the various jobs you had. So these guys, they get a win out of it, and they got paid for their time, and they got a good review. And one guy who did the best, who put in the most effort, well, he's now got an ongoing position. So the total cost of this experiment, less than $10. It cost me less than $10 to hire four guys for a job that I only wanted one guy for. And I just love this model. I love this model of setting up experiments, setting up a contest, weighing people against each other. It's a win for all of them. Like, they got positive, except for the guy who didn't respond. Well, he also got feedback. He got feedback that, you need to respond faster if you want to be, landing more contracts. You want to be satisfying people. The other two guys got paid and got good feedback on their resumes that's going to help them land future positions. And one guy, he got the biggest win. He got the contract out of the whole thing. But actually, no, he didn't get the biggest win. I got the biggest win, because I was able to find a really talented video editor, something that I actually need, at an incredibly affordable rate. And I was able to do so in such a way that I feel really confident that I'm working with somebody who's good. I didn't just hand the contract to somebody and hope they'd do a good job. Because he won out over these four guys, I could see, like, okay, this is the guy who's going to deliver value. This is the guy I'm really happy to work with. And I came out just feeling like this was a really excellent way of doing the whole thing. That by hiring four guys when I needed one, giving them all a piece of work, it gives me the ability to evaluate different people and wind up with someone I'm super happy with at a great price, and feel so much more confident moving forward. So that's this one little tip I wanted to leave you with. Sometimes we think we need to make a choice. We're stuck debating between one or two people. You know what? Can we find a nice, discrete assignment? Can we find a way to weigh people against each other, figure out what people can actually deliver, not just what is on their resume and how they present themselves? It can often be a great way to get a fabulous person on your team.